Let's do it. Welcome to another edition of the ClickUp Productivity vlog. I'm Gianella. Eric had to step out. He went to go find a PB&J. So what are KPIs? I know what you're thinking. Great. Another collection of letters that all stand for their own word but come together to mean something else entirely, also known as an acronym. I mean, the list is endless. OKRs, KPIs, SATs, CATs, DOGs, CARs, PAIGs.
Are you just spelling random 3-letter words?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. The point I'm trying to make is that it can be easy to get mixed up and confuse one for another. In this video, we are going to cover what KPIs are, how they differ from metrics, and give you some tips on how to effectively set and track them. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. It is a quantifiable measure that helps your business know how well it's achieving its key business objectives. Now, there are two important factors to consider here. First, an effective KPI must be quantifiable. In other words, they need to be metrics that you can easily measure. Second, an effective KPI only tracks your company's performance over key business goals. So, if you're using a metric to track a non-core business goal, then it is not a key indicator. For example, if you owned a bar and you wanted to increase your revenue, you could use an effective KPI like number of beers sold as a measure. Personally, I'm more of a seltzer kind of gal. But maybe you're wondering, why is number of beers sold a good indicator? Two reasons. One, it's closely tied to your key goal of increasing revenue. And two, it's easily measurable. Many people often confuse a KPI for a business metric because they're so similar. But there is one main difference between them: your business goal. If your metric tracks your performance over a key business goal, it's a KPI. But if your metric tracks your performance over any core or non-core business goal, then it's a business metric. So going back to our previous example, if you're wanting to increase revenue at your bar, a key performance indicator would be something like total sales, while turnover rate would be simply a business metric. An easy way to think about it is to look at KPIs as a hyper-focused subset of business metrics. So if metrics were TV shows, then KPIs would be sitcoms. And mine specifically would be The Office, Abbott Elementary, New Girl, Insecure, etc. Okay, so now that we have established what KPIs are and how they differ from business metrics, let's dive into how to set and track efficient KPIs. Step 1, set the right kind of KPIs. All efficient KPIs contain 3 common components. They are specific, measurable, and relevant. And if you're thinking, wow, this sounds really familiar to the SMART goal setting process, that's because it is. However, setting KPIs is a smidge different. KPIs are supposed to be accurate indicators of your performance in pursuing certain goals and objectives. And since they're supposed to help you easily determine how you're doing, they need to be well defined. Remember, KPIs help you track your performance. And to track anything, there needs to be some quantifiable measure attached to it. Every KPI you set needs to be measurable to make it easy for you to track how things are going and verify if things are on the right track. As you're using KPIs to track how well you're performing, your KPI metric must be relevant to whatever you're doing. This is probably the most important component of any good KPI. Step 2. Use the right KPI dashboard. Setting KPIs is only part of it. You also have to track them to see how you're performing. If you really want to track your KPIs efficiently, you're going to need a specialized KPI dashboard. Luckily, ClickUp has the perfect dashboards for you. With ClickUp's dashboards, you're able to get a high-level overview of all types of KPIs in the way that you want to track them. Each dashboard can contain a variety of custom widgets, each monitoring a chosen metric in the style you want. This way, you can visually track all of your key metrics in the way you want to. Step 3, always evaluate and readjust your KPIs accordingly. So you've found a set of performance metrics and you now know how to track them. Job done, right? Wrong. It's important to regularly go over your KPI report and readjust them accordingly. Not all your performance metrics are going to be successful. Sometimes you may choose a KPI that seems relevant to your goal, but it doesn't accurately reflect your progress. That's why it's important to regularly take a look at your KPI data and verify that it's accurately tracking your progress. Also, if your business goals and processes change, it's necessary to change your performance metrics too. Remember, the goal of a key performance indicator is to track your performance over specific goals and objectives. If your key metrics aren't aligned with these goals, they're not going to be very helpful. Both metrics and KPIs play a big role in helping you evaluate your company's performance by allowing you to monitor things to ensure that everything is on track. Using KPIs is one of the easiest ways to stay on top of your key business goals and objectives. Implement these steps to start setting and tracking efficient KPI metrics in your business.
Cut.
I was gonna spell goat earlier, but then I was like, no, that's four letters.